I want to talk to you about anal sex, the five things that you need to know.
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back. Let's get it started. Harder, won't you give it up?
Hello, beautiful lady. Yes, I am talking to you. It is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. Wife Life with Dr. Gail goes down here on Thursday. So do me a huge, huge favor. Make sure that you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you'll know when I go live. And so tonight I want to talk to you about anal sex, the five things that you need to know. Yes, anal sex, the five things that you need to know. Now, I get quite a bit of questions about anal sex, especially with couples who are not so adventurous, couples who are wanting to add new things into their sexual bed and they're trying to figure out, is this right for me? So I'm just going to talk a little bit about some of the things that you need to know before you engage in anal sex. Okay, number one, anal sex should be pain free. It should be pain free. And the thing is that if you are wanting to engage in anal sex, it is hugely, highly, highly suggested that you use a really good lube or a lot of your saliva, okay? Because you do not want to engage in anal sex without any form of lubrication. So if you don't want to purchase a lube, make sure that you use a lot of saliva in order for insertion not to be painful and not to tear anything back there in the anus. Okay, that's number one. Number two, make sure that you've had a bowel movement before you engage in anal sex. Now, your bowels are housed in your colon, not in your behind, but when the penis or a toy is inserted into that area, you can have some form of fecal matter that gets on it. So you want to make sure that you have a bowel movement and that you clean that area really well before you engage in anal sex. Number three, that you make sure that you and your spouse take it slow, right? This is not something that can happen that's going to be hot and heavy. You want to make sure that you take it slow, that you have enough lubricant, and that you don't clench your behind or anything like that, because it can make it very painful and you can run the risk again of some tears, and you don't want that to happen. So make sure that you take it nice and slow, that you breathe, that you communicate constantly, especially if this is your first time engaging in anal sex. Number four, you want to make sure that you do not cross contaminate. And what do I mean by that? You do not want to engage with either, with a penis, your husband's penis or a toy in your anus and then go to your vagina, because this will cause you a infection that you do not want. So make sure that you do not cross contaminate. Now, a lot of people go from the vagina to the anus, which is fine, but make sure that you don't go from the anus to the vagina. Okay, so just make sure you do not cross contaminate, whether you're using a toy, a plug, or anything like that. You want to make sure that you do not do both. Okay, and number five, just know that you may or may not orgasm when it comes to anal sex. Yes, there are tons and tons of nerve endings in the anus, but you might not always orgasm. So do not focus on that. Focus on the pleasure, focus on taking it slow. Make sure that you have a lot of lubricant in that area. Make sure you do not cross contaminate. Okay, my prayer is that this teaching will help someone if you're thinking about engaging, or if you have engaged before and had a bad experience. Anal sex can be something that's very pleasurable, but it needs to be well thought out and you need to implement these tips. I love you to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you're looking for more resources to take your marriage to a whole nother level, I'm your girl. Please click the link below and visit my website. There's tons of ebooks and books and all kind of things just to help you on this wife life journey. As well as I would love for you to join me on all my other platforms. You can look for me on TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page. I am always hanging out on all my platforms. So click the link below and join my tribe. I truly appreciate you.
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back. Let's get it started. I don't want you give it up.